The opinions you're about to hear are solely the opinions of your Ham Right podcast. Our intent is to inform and entertain, not to offend. So sit back, relax, and we finna get to this business, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be listening to us in the world. It's your Ham Right podcast with your boy C-Ham, aka Cal L. And as always, with my brothers by my side.
That boy D-Ham, and we got a special guest in the house tonight.
Good evening. Lou Doc is in the house with you.
Doc is so cool. What's up with you, man? Glad to
Hey,
have
man,
you.
it's good to be in the house with the brothers once again.
As always.
Oh, man. So what's been happening with you, man? What's going on?
Oh, man, you know me just going with the flow, same old suit, just reheated. What's good with you?
All right, same as everything, man. Just glad to be in the lab with you, man. It's been a hectic week for me. You know how it is with being a federal worker. So,
oh, Doc, what that week was looking like for you?
Man.
Oh, man, it's a great week for me. Actually, right now we in baseball season. So,
there you go.
some great things getting ready to happen.
True.
So, I'm looking forward to an awesome season. So, I'm excited. It's been an excellent week for me.
My man.
That's what's up, bro.
All right, so we finna dive right into this, man, because it's been an action-packed week in reference to news, man.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna backtrack a little bit, man. Let's talk about Donald Trump. I got
47?
Yeah, let's talk about him, man. I want to go back to him even pardoning all the individuals from the January 6th riot during that time period, man. About 1,500 people got pardoned by him. Now, news outlets report, notice how I put that news outlets down.
Mm-hmm.
News outlet reports dozens of them has had past and pending charges. Those charges include rape, manslaughter, domestic violence, sexual abuse of a minor, and drug trafficking.
Amongst others.
Man, so here go a little bit of karma for you here, though, man. Just days after the pardon, man, one of those defendants, Matthew Hull, was shot and killed by a cop during a traffic stop.
Got in a shootout with a police officer over a traffic stop. Got pardoned. They started busting shots at the police. But we already know from evidence and video surveillance what he thinks of the police officers and law enforcement. I mean, he got sentenced for attacking them. But hey.
Yeah, you holding it back, Doc. You ain't got to hold it back. Let it out, man. Let it out.
Listen, I'm just really trying to make sure I stay professional about this entire conversation about the new elected person.
Mm-hmm.
I am so disappointed in some of the things that are being talked about, and this is definitely one of the major topics. To just let people free. So what about the marijuana?
Huh.
What about people going for the marijuana charges?
There ain't nothing physical about it.
Right.
Ain't
So are we going to let them free?
Of course not.
Nah.
He called them hostages. Freedom fighters.
Patriots. Yeah, of all people, yeah.
Last time I checked, that's treason.
Yeah.
That's going against the Constitution and the Bill of Rights that this country was built on. But
line them up. Well, all right, man. So let's move on from
because this is what I want to talk about, and this coming out my mouth.
Go ahead,
D-Ham. So it's coming out my mouth.
Tell them, bro.
DC plane crash.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river. In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter and American Airlines plane travel toward each other. After the collision and subsequent explosion, the airliner can be seen spinning.
So first and foremost, let us state condolences to the family and the victims.
Absolutely.
And all the loved ones and family and friends that's involved. It's truly a sad, tragic accident.
Right.
With that being said, though, 67 people lost their lives because the American Airlines passenger plane and the Army Black Hawk helicopter collided at Reagan National Airport airspace.
Mm-hmm.
What makes this a big time story, not only is the first plane crash, most deadliest plane crash in the last 24 years
Yes.
of aviation, But this came after the week previously, Donald Trump fired or gave them the option to retire or resign multiple people, including the head of the FAA. And when asked, the first thing out of his mouth at press conferences was, without even knowing the full story, investigation, no black boxes being found, nothing. First thing out of his mouth is, it's DEI. And for those that, aren't aware, what DEI is, diversity,
equity, and inclusion.
Yeah. Those practices are the reason why. And saying how the right people should have the right jobs. Mind you, this is the same guy 4 months ago saying that illegal immigrants are crossing the borders and taking jobs from black people. Not Americans.
What jobs?
What jobs? You might ask, old chaps. The jobs that the immigrants are taking for black people are picking fruit and vegetables in the fields.
Man.
So 4 months ago, immigrants are taking jobs from black people. But the other night, he's on record on multiple news outlets saying that the DEI is the reason of this because he has common sense.
It's all under investigation.
I understand that. That's why I'm trying to figure out how you can come to the conclusion right now that diversity had something to do with this crash.
Because I have common sense.
That's how he knows. But the wrong people have the wrong jobs because under the Biden administration, it was said that FAA was too white. So they had to implement minorities and women into the system. So in other words, he's saying once again, hey, y'all minorities and you women are taking away jobs from white men.
Wow.
That's basically what he's saying.
That's exactly what he's saying.
That's absolutely what he's saying.
So in 2025, the leader of the free world and the greatest nation in the world sits here and dictates what race deserves what jobs.
That's what y'all was going to do.
Massive. They voted for him though.
Yeah. And I can say this. A lot of people are saying right now, people are getting exactly what they voted for, and they are. They are getting exactly what they voted for, but so are we.
Bro, I sat there and watched Latin Americans predominantly vote for Donald Trump instead of Kamala Harris.
Yeah, absolutely.
And his agenda was being strict on immigration and deportation. Now that they're getting deported, they crying and whining, talking about, oh, I voted for you. You tearing up my family. You got what you asked for.
There you go. Take your pill.
Yeah.
Take your pill, man. And that's along with a whole bunch of executive orders that he done signed off on.
We told y'all it was a crazy week this week.
I'm gonna run down the list of some of the executive orders that he signed off on. Some of the ones that here's one declassification of JFK files, man. That's gonna be interesting.
Very.
Designating Ansar Allah as a foreign terrorist organization. 2 executive orders rolling back diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the federal government. And this is the one right here that you was just talking about, seeking to end birthright citizenship. A lot of them thought that they would be exempt.
They're not.
No, they done got pulled back. Renaming the Gulf of Mexico as one.
The Gulf of America.
Now here's one. I mean, you had a off-topic conversation about this in reference to security clearances and being able to get it. He wants to pass something that White House staffers do not have to get investigated in order to get a top secret security clearance.
Of course.
What in the secret squirrel are we doing here?
It all goes back to Andrew Jackson, to the victor goes the spoils.
Yeah.
The incoming president gets to pick whoever he wants to work for him, his cabinet. Certain positions have to get voted on and agreed upon on Congress, of course. But a lot of the staff, White House staff, it's to his choosing. To the victor goes the spoils.
Well, speaking of...
well, they make the rules and they break the rules.
Yeah.
And they write the rules in pencil.
And they move the bar.
You're right. You said that.
They move the bar. And here's one that's near and dear to my heart. Ending remote work for federal employees. That's a big one right there.
That's
a
an
big
Elon
one right
Musk.
there.
A lot of this stuff has to do with Elon Musk and his friends and his cronies, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I mean, that's what the news report's saying, but hey, the way I just saw that cat throwing that high Hitler at Sieg Haig last week, doesn't surprise me.
Welcome.
Doc, what you got to say about that, bro?
Listen, it is just very disturbing to see where we are as the executive team that supports the effort of a lot of these decisions that are being made by this gentleman. That's the part that scares me, that on both sides, when I've been paying attention to the different things that are coming down from him, you actually, even on the Democrat side, a lot of them are supporting the effort of some of these things that this guy is doing. Even I heard throughout this week, he's even talking about making January 6th a national holiday. Are we serious? We are becoming the laughing stock
of the world.
Of the world.
Of the world, man. And
it's sad times, brothers. It's sad times, man. When you listen to some of this stuff, and I find myself at times trying not to, but you need to know.
Yeah.
We really need to know what's really going on. So we don't, because these people don't sleep. I tell my wife this all the time. They do not sleep. They always got a game plan.
Right.
So you got to be paying attention to see what's their next move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
all of this stuff that's going on right now ain't nothing but a smoke screen.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely, bro.
For something big.
Absolutely.
In the background.
It's all, well, they got it figured out. They got the complexion for the collection for the protection.
Yes. I like that. Amen. Yes.
Doc, remember what I said earlier?
Yeah.
Show you right.
Show you
right.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here we go. So among some of those executive orders, like you spoke of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So they're looking to ban celebrations.
Yes.
Now, what people don't understand is that a lot of people just think that diversity, equity, and inclusion means black. No, it does not mean black. So in the wake of all these executive orders that
when some shit say black, they make it known it's black.
Yeah.
African American or black. They call it.
Yeah.
It ain't no sugarcoating it. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro, but when it's designated to black folks, they let it be known.
For sure.
African American, black, colored.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you're right.
You're right.
There's no disguising it.
On the news,
what it is.
When somebody's they looking for somebody, if they white, if they don't show the picture, if they just say the name. If they black, they showing the mug shot, a childhood picture.
What they look like now. What they look like.
What they might look like in 10 years.
Wow. You're right.
But you're right, yes.
So the Defense Intelligence Agency ordered a pause on all activities. Now this includes Black History Month, Juneteenth. Now, I just named the two black events here, but here's the rest of the stuff, some of the other stuff that's involved. Women's History Month, Asia Pacific Islander Month, Hispanic American Month, LGBTQ Pride Month, Holocaust Remembrance Day. They even going after Martin Luther King Day, which is a federal holiday.
I
Yes.
do you one better. You talking about what's banned? Do you know that you talking about what they put a pause on, executive orders? Do you know they put a pause? The Department of Justice put a pause on all, not some, not half, all of civil rights cases right now pending in the United States of America.
Yes, that's right.
The Department of Justice has put a pause on all civil rights.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what color you are. If your civil rights has been offended or has been in jeopardy and you have a lawsuit pending with the United States government or any entity involved within this country, your case is put on pause until further notice.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a whole lot under that umbrella. Now, they saying that he backtracked on the Black History Month because Black Americans supposed to be celebrated. That's just because he done put his foot in his mouth all week. And they already know the most dangerous thing in America is a black person with a library card. And this ain't the 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s.
Right.
This is 2025, where it's a lot of biracial families,
Right.
biracial kids. They might have voted for Trump, but their grandbaby's black, biracial.
Okay.
And they love their grandbaby. So, hey, you might cut our taxes, but hey, you nothing to disrespect and dog my grandbabies out. So now they're trying to backtrack, as always. But it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's a whole umbrella of stuff that they trying. But he showed you who he was the first 4 years. Leopard don't change their spot. And 57.2% of the United States population is white. More than half, almost a third, voted for him.
Wow.
And he's a documented known racist, slumlord, chauvinist, sexist,
Everything.
felon.
Everything.
I mean, like you said, bro, everything. And
Everything.
they put him in office again. They talking about putting, man, it's amendments getting right now in front of Congress. They talking about putting him on Mount Rushmore. But what's crazy is he always sits there and talk about waste of money and all this and spend not and this administration did this. You want to know who the number one president with the highest deficit ever in his administration?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Mind you, he ain't had 4 years, 8 years. No, he had 4.
Right.
And by a landslide, it's like you could combine
No
all
brainer.
the 46 presidents before him.
Yes.
45, because he twice. And it don't come close to his.
Wow.
They're talking about changing the rules where he can run again.
Yeah.
A third term.
Yes, I heard that.
George Washington made it a point to only run 2 terms. They wanted George Washington to run 3. He's like, no, this is like a monarchy, like in England, a king and a queen, what we just fought against. 2 terms. Again, they rewriting the Constitution and the Bill of Rights in pencil and eraser, boy.
Right now.
Damn. And they've been doing it since the dawn of this country.
Yeah.
It's just now they flamboyant. But they Ric Flair with that thing.
Yeah.
Woo!
You better know it.
Boy, they flamboyant with that thing, boy.
They so serious.
Oh man.
We don't tell y'all to stay woke. It's a whole bunch of shit with that woke shit. We tell y'all to wake up.
Yeah, wake up.
Wake up and realize
Quick.
what the hell going on.
For real.
Yeah, what's going on around you? All right, man. Hey, that I don't even know how to follow that, man. We need to take a break and pause for the calls, man. Pay some bills real quick.
Hey.
With income tax season on the horizon, we like to refer you to our partners at Credible Tax Pros. Chanel Johnson is a trusted tax expert who specializes in individual and small business tax returns throughout these entire United States. Right now, Credible Tax Pros is offering up to $7,000 in cash advances to qualified filers. For more information, email Chanel Johnson at Credible Tax Pros. File your taxes with Chanel Johnson and mention code YHR25 to receive a free vacation when filing. Chanel Johnson at Credible Tax Pros. Credibility you can count on every time.
Every time, all day, every day. If you know like we know, you better do your taxes with Credible Tax.
All right, man. So we back, dog. Here we are, man. The segment craziest thing seen on the internet this week, man. What you got, dog?
Well, boy, there ever was a case where a cat don't need the gun. This is it right here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got.
Bruh. What was he doing, man?
I know what he wasn't doing. He wasn't using the element of surprise. And, man, you sat there and hear the cat rummaging through your property. Yeah, you don't go confront him. Hey, I get that. But, boy, if you got fire in your hand, and if that don't give you the courage to at least attempt to do something, but then you stood right there in your doorway. You didn't even crouch in the cut, or you didn't try to. You sat right there in front of the door and started busting, and you lost the gunfight. You end up on the ground screaming and crying.
No.
Yeah, now he got hit too. The other dude got hit too. But yeah, you're right, man. You got the element of surprise all on your side, man. I would have got loose on that one, man. So
well, y'all better go to the gun range.
Definitely crazy, man. All right, man. So here we go. Now we've been getting some some kickback on not doing the corner question of the week, man. And basically, the corner questions start getting a little too risque, and we weren't able to post some of them out there, man. But I think we got one here, man, that I think that we can put out there, and this is by special request because they said they really want it, and so I'm gonna give you this corner question here, Ray. All right, give y'all this one. You hear I'm right. Why don't you guys do the corner question at the end of the show anymore? I just gave you the reason why. That was my favorite part of the show. I would like your opinions on belly reduction and BBLs. I want some work done on me, but my man doesn't. He said he doesn't like it. It's my body, and that's what I want. What one man don't like, others will.
Lord. Oh, Lord.
Hope this makes the show. Sexy Black.
Not Sexy Black.
Well, Sexy Black, you made the show this week. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your write-in. We were able to get this one on here, man. Doc, I'm going to let you lean into this one first, man.
Hey, right. You're set.
I'm going to let Doc lean in.
Listen. I'm going to just say this to you, Sexy Black. I hope you are taking upon yourself to make yourself sexy, obviously. And I guess you looking if he don't want to accept your moves that you're going to make with your own body, I guess you already planning to step out. Because that's what it sounds like to me. Because you already said that this is my body, the hell with whatever you talking about doing. So I tell you, go on and get yourself sexy. I hope it don't hurt you in the long run.
What you got for him, bruh?
Boy, Doc spoke the gospel just there, boy. Being that he a deacon and whatnot. But on some real, here's the thing. I'm a firm believer in, love yourself, love your body, do what makes you happy. You only got one life to live. At the same time, at what cost?
Yeah. At what cost?
Is it worth putting your life on the line to get a little bit bigger booty or to get a flatter stomach? Things happen. I know they was doing BBLs with Fix-A-Flat back in the day. The stuff you put in your tires when you have a flat tire. And that ain't doing something like a haircut or a hairdo.
Right.
You doing something with your body that you can. It might not be irreversible, and if it is, it's gonna be painful, and it might not be the same.
That's right.
But caveat on what Doc said too. It sounds like more you worry about what the next man worrying about than what your man worrying about. And I'm just gonna say this in minds with it. I'm organic. I'm on that KC and JoJo. Tell me it's real. The feeling that I
feel. Right. For real. Hey. Too much of that going on around here.
That might hurt something. You know what I'm talking about? You get too hard from the back or something.
You blow something out.
Well, I might be like hitting a wall or something.
Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna lean into this right quick, man. Y'all said a mouthful there. So, Sexy Black, let me first off, just like my brother said, thank you.
Is she sexy though, or is that self-proclaimed sexy Black?
That's where I was going.
Is she ugly dark? I mean,
that's where I was going with it. Now, first off, if this your man and he's telling you that he likes what he sees, now is this your man or is this your husband? There's a big difference to me. Mm-hmm. And you're absolutely right. Well, one man don't like, another one will. Right? Right? Some men walk past a lady passed out next to a dumpster and be like, that's kind of sexy.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like Pop used to say, if it's a hole, somebody out there
somebody gonna try to find a way to penetrate it. Man.
That's right.
So I will say this though. you talking about what one man don't like, another man will. If you're doing it for that reason, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
That's right.
You know, if you're doing it to boost your self-esteem or something like that, make you feel good about you, you know, go ahead, do you. But there are risks that are involved, and you might end up in the upper room, you know, when getting it done. So, yeah. So Sexy Black, that's our take on it. You know, I don't know if it's gonna make you go out and get it or not, or leave your man do whatever. But that's our take on it.
Hey, to live your life, do what makes you happy, but you got, as in everything in life, you got to take the good with the bad.
Yep.
Make your next choice be your right choice.
Indeed. Now, so check this out, y'all. It is Black History Month.
Yes.
It is Black History Month. And whereas they may be looking to ban it or whatnot, here you ham right.
We celebrate it.
We celebrate it.
For sure.
And, so what we're going to do is, in this first week of Black History Month, we want to celebrate Dr. Joseph N. Jackson. And I know some of you probably out there thinking, is that Michael Jackson's daddy?
No, it ain't Joe Jackson. It ain't the one that beat him, wake him up in the middle of the night to play that guitar.
Play it right.
On them.
No, it is not him. However, I think he should be celebrated as well.
Oh, this brother here would
indeed
change people's lives.
For real. He is an inventor, scientist, businessman, humanitarian, and co-founder of the Black Inventions Museum Incorporated. Wow. While in the U.S. Army at age 18, he went to TV repair school at night. That led him to owning and operating a TV repair shop. He owns patents for the wireless TV remote and telecommunicates many patents with telecommunications and fertility, prediction, and inventions. Dr. Joseph N. Jackson.
His inventions and patents led to the creation of caller ID, the V chip, which makes you be able to
the block kids.
Yep, block kids, all kind of stuff. That brother was innovative. You know, remote control, top 10. Also, he invented a patent for a device that can tell you when your time of the month coming up and when you're most fertile. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yep.
Brother man.
Indeed.
Brother man.
So y'all go out there, y'all. Matter of fact, why don't y'all do this every day? Pick up a book and study on somebody, you know, Black who invented something or did something to better the culture here. And
reading is fundamental.
Indeed.
And the most dangerous thing in America is a Black person with a library card.
Dr. Joseph N. Jackson. We salute you.
Much love. Yes.
All right, man. So what you got for the people, dog?
I just got, this little tidbit. Have the courage to be disliked. They hated on Jesus and everybody didn't like Jesus and he was perfect. So what that tell you? As always, appreciate y'all taking time out every week to listen to us and watch us. Be sure y'all check out our homeboy Lou Doc Johnson. He go live a couple times a week, at least once a week. He always, he's a pillar of the community, so he always got a lot of stuff running.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Baseball coach, pastor, deacon, man of many hats, business owner, Doc Entertainment, barbecue extraordinaire, pit master.
I pulled up on the day at the barbecue.
Man. Posted up today selling them loaded potatoes filled with half a hole.
Bro, I immediately took a nap.
Yeah.
Immediately took a nap.
I just hit a plate.
Indeed. Yeah,
but as always, appreciate y'all, love y'all, stay grinding, stay shining, stay blessed. We gonna get up.
All right, dog. What you got for him, man?
Hey, always is a pleasure to be on here with my brothers. We want you to continue to support these brothers. They're getting great information out to you. And hey, as they have said that, I want you to continue to, just shout a prayer out for me. I'm gonna continue to do what I do, and we're gonna continue to fight this fight for our communities, because and also, especially like my brother said earlier, it's Black History Month. Let's make sure that we know about our people, and then let's make sure we know what's going on in our community. Be blessed.
Absolutely. And in the words of my man Stevie Wonder, hate knows love's the cure. So y'all stop hating and get the loving out there. We out. My man.